Good morning, friends. So a while ago I had written this post. It wasn't a post, but I had written a journal entry that I planned on posting about battles and blessings, what it's like to live the kingdom life, right? Because Jesus says in this world we're going to have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. As you can see, I'm a little out of breath because we had a train to catch this morning at 9:25. And we're 15 minutes from the station. So the trains in Europe, they leave on time. And I wanted to leave at 9, which we did, giving us plenty of time. And then Todd decided he wanted to get a croissant, and he thought he had time to do it. But the train was leaving in less than 10 minutes. So needless to say, at 9:23, the three Hammerleys come walking towards the train like they have all the time in the world. And we had to run all the way down the platform, and literally were the last 4 people to get on the train. So I'm standing here, and they went to find a seat to sit down because I don't want to be aggravated. I had the tickets, but I'm pretty sure they all had their tickets, so I could have made the choice to get on the train and let them make their way to the train. But instead I decided to wait for them. And then at 9:23 is literally when we walked through the gate to the tracks. And our train was all the way down the track that we were on because it was under construction. So we had to run. I don't like running. So I could stand here and be upset. But I'm going to rejoice because we made the train, because we have timed entry tickets in Caserta. And I'm going to rejoice that I'm maintaining self-control and not getting upset. But I'm going to be real that it's a battle of emotions right now, right? Because I had one ask and they made their own choice, which is acceptable. But I'm not really sure whether or not they actually considered the impact of their choice on everyone else. And there's only 2 things that we can control in this world: our choices and our reactions to other people's choices. I stood there and prayed while I was waiting. God, let us make this train. I didn't pray for him to give me self-control or not to have to run to make the train. So he did answer it, and that's a blessing, right? He answered my prayer that we made the train. And I think one of the other things that we miss is that these opportunities for challenges are what help other people to grow. It's what helps other people realize, and myself too, right? I have a tendency to be a people pleaser, and approval is my idolatry. So I don't think it's right to get on a train and just leave people behind. I wouldn't want to be abandoned, so I'm not abandoning them. And what would be the worst that would happen? We miss our train. We're out 16 euro. We have to find another way to get there. This train gets us there early. Future trains would have gotten us there later. So God had a plan, and I trust that he's working in all of it. And literally my husband just said, thanks for waiting on us. They found seats. So that's great. I'm going to let God work in them, and I'm going to stand here and breathe. But I wanted to share this with you to show you that life is real, right? We face these challenges every day. And I could choose to be angry, but what's that gonna get me the rest of my day? It doesn't get us nowhere. I can choose instead to be forgiving and to step from that challenge this morning into the next thing and not carry it with me, right? Not carry the burden or the challenge, and let myself reframe my emotional state, because that's where the majority of our challenges are, right? They're in our mind. It's not physical. Like, sure, I had to run, but I didn't die, right? It's like, I made it, so yay, I ran to catch a train this morning. Yay, they made it on the train. Yay, it's giving them something to talk about or to think about, and myself too. So God's working on all of us. And so even in the battle, I want you to see that there is a blessing. Are you curious about following Jesus through the battles and the blessings? Well, follow me as I follow him.